The following episode is brought to you by Tinba, maker of bags for professional filmmakers and photographers. Tinba, never compromise. Find out more at tinba.com. You're listening to Filmmakers Drinking Bourbon. Hey, what's up, Internet? It's Brandon.
And it's Alex.
And we're filmmakers.
And we're also drinking bourbon.
Not
really. It's a close cousin.
Yeah,
it's a cousin.
It's a Bulleit Rye.
Yeah, rye whiskey.
Bye-bye, Miss American Pie.
Actually,
drinking whiskey and rye.
I've actually never had rye.
Well, you're gonna enjoy it. So make sure you sip it properly with a nice open mouth slightly.
Yeah.
Let it breathe, circulate a little bit.
On the palate.
Yeah. Take
All
a
right, here
little
we go.
What do you think? It's a little more spicy.
It is.
A little more on the spicy side.
It's like an adult candy.
What?
Yeah,
That doesn't make any sense.
it does. It makes all the sense.
An adult candy,
Yeah, you got to get 25 of them to level up your adult.
like a root beer barrel sort of situation.
Kind
What kind of candy we're talking about?
Yeah, like one of those root beer candies. It's like super sweet.
Yeah.
All bourbons.
I don't think that's sweet.
I think it's very
I think
sweet.
it's more on the like dry, spicy side.
They're all very sweet.
So
Alcohol sugars.
cheers, man. How you been? I haven't seen you
Yeah.
in forever.
Let's do this again.
Again.
Boom. Cheers.
Bing.
I saw you the other day.
When?
The UC thing.
Oh yeah, we did see each other there.
So for anybody not aware, Brandon and LPK, so Leap Frame LPK and UC had
Sound Images
and Sound Images had a preview.
Neltner Small Batch.
Small batch. Had a preview night, basically.
Well, it was. Let's be clear. We
Yeah.
were there as part of contributing creators and guests. The real event was for UC.
Yeah.
It was for the president,
That's why I
the
included UC in
faculty, the students, the talent, which were the students and the professors.
Correct.
There was probably over 150 people there.
Easily. It was in their
packed.
Main Street cinema.
Yeah, they have a cinema. It was packed.
Kinda neat.
And we kind of talked a little bit about the branding initiative and then basically set up the screening of the 60-second version, the 30-second version, the 15s, and a behind-the-scenes reel on that project. So
Which was really fun.
it was great.
Yeah.
People had a great reaction, a lot of laughter on the 15s, and a lot of oohs and ahs clapping on the cinematic
30s
broadcast.
and 60s. Yeah.
So, by the way, that project is Dundee. It's been trafficked.
Finally.
For those of you who are in the Cincinnati area, you'll see it on air during the Olympics on August 5th
That's soon.
on WLWT.
That's like in a week.
Yeah, so
1
you'll
week.
see it if you're anywhere in the sort of the region of the Natty. And for those of you who are not on the Natty, you'll probably be able to check it out online soon enough. But if not, once football season starts, watch any UC Bearcat game on ESPN or CBS Sports, and I believe you'll see it.
Nationwide, right?
I believe so.
Universe-wide?
I'm pretty sure ESPN's nationwide.
Yeah. Like if they play a game on the moon, will it air there?
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. So that was fun. So that was good to see you finally. But you've been busy, man.
Too busy.
So
buddy.
I feel like today is going to be a classic FDB podcast.
It's just a reconnect,
Just
man.
a good old Alex and Brandon.
Yeah. This is how it started.
What have you been watching? What are you working on? What are you excited about? How's that sound?
It sounds glorious.
All right, let's do
my
it.
friend.
So you want to go first? Should I go first? How should we do this?
I feel like since I've been away so long, I should ask you.
All right.
Brandon,
Yeah.
what have you been working on, man?
Oh, I thought we were going to do what we're watching.
I'm allowed to do whatever I want.
All right, fine.
So what have you been working on?
All right, so what have I been working on? Well, I've been working on a lot of RFPs and proposal documents.
Is that
and
real freaky Pokemon?
No.
What does that RFP stand for anybody that doesn't know?
Request for proposal from clients who want to hire us. So that's a good thing. Interestingly enough, though, it's all for animation work.
Yeah, you guys been doing a bunch.
Yeah, Ryan and Kyle are
Yeah.
the masters of animation. So I've had a lot of requests for explainer videos, which are super popular with the corporate types. They
So-
want to explain their big ideas.
When a brand sends out an RFP, when you get that, does it just go to you? Does it go to...
No, typically they're looking for, they're looking for a lot of things. They're looking for a good quality product with a great price, with a vendor that they can trust.
So they're shopping.
So they're shopping and they're telling the world, hey, everybody, we're going to do this thing. We'd like you to bid on it. tell us about yourselves and why you're qualified.
Gotcha.
And then everybody kind of chomps at the bit because they want the work.
Yeah.
The RFP process is pretty annoying.
You send out a packet.
And a lot of times it's just legal speak, and it's a lot of stuff that doesn't really matter to the end creative, but you kind of got to do it anyway. So basically...
But that's isn't that one of the...
It's part of the deal.
But it's one of the main areas where I think Kyle, as a designer, is like a huge benefit, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're a production company or a freelancer, you're going to be your first impression is your response to an RFP or whatever their process is when they invite you to quote give them an estimate or for you to tell them who you are. That's your first impression. So if it's not designed well, you're not going to be represented well. Think of it like a resume for your production company. Mm-hmm. You could just keep it simple and go plain black text on a white piece of paper.
Yeah.
Or you could have it well thought out to communicate your firm's point of view. Hey, we're the creative production company. Hey, we're the production company who's very, organized and timely. We're the production company who isn't creative, but man, can we execute on your creative?
Yeah.
Whatever it is you're trying to communicate, we're the production company that works really well in the healthcare industry. We're the production company that, kills it in the education industry. So everybody's got a point of view, what they're known for, what they're good at, that your work kind of speaks for itself. So, it's part of the deal. So having a designer, on staff is huge. I think.
Big benefit, yeah.
So it's really helped allow us to position our point of view in a way that's really strong. So
you should just put your guys' family photo on the front page. Like you, Kyle, Ryan, Christmas sweaters with cats on them. Done. Yeah. This is us. Hire us.
So I've been doing that, and
you're getting work, huh?
Yeah, right now. I haven't shot anything or haven't done anything recently. Other than the UC stuff.
Good. I was worried I wasn't getting calls, man.
No, it's just all
casting me aside.
It's all animation all the time, man. But you're too busy anyway. Let's switch it back to you. What have you been working on? You're out of control.
I would have made time for you, my friend.
Sure you would.
Yeah.
You're out of control.
No one else. There's no one else out there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Dude,
you've been busy, right?
Crazy. It's been insane. I don't even know where to start because it's been forever, I feel like, since I've been on the show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Now it's Brandon Ferris is drinking bourbon with random guests every week.
Sounds depressing. Brandon's drinking bourbon.
Yeah. Lone filmmaker drinking bourbon.
We could just remove the F. Drinking Brandon.
God.
Oh, what a sad day.
Anyway, now what?
You've done some stuff, man.
Oh, it's been a lot.
So I know for sure, one thing you did, you shot some sort of a teaser for like a major network for a production that we probably can't disclose.
Yeah, I probably can't talk about that yet, but
you did it.
I can be vague.
That's what I mean.
There's a movie filming in town.
Right.
And I shot the television promos for that movie.
Right.
So they're making a movie.
Sure.
I made the thing that sells that movie.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of neat.
You guys were on the Alexa Mini again, right?
Alexa Mini, super speeds, Steadicam. We had to fly a Steadicam guy up from Atlanta.
Nice.
Just because this crew up here we have great crew, but we don't have enough of it.
Well, because we're tapped out right now with a lot of the films that are in town.
That's what I'm saying. So
Bruce Willis is back in town.
Yeah,
right?
He's coming back.
He's coming back. He was here for Marauders, which is out. Starting to hit the trailers are hitting. It looks pretty cool.
It looks really cool, but it's about guys robbing a bank in Cincinnati. This Bruce Willis movie's different. It's about guys robbing a bank in Cincinnati.
Sure. But here's the thing that I think is cool. They weren't trying to make Cincinnati look like New York like a lot of films do. A lot of films use Cincinnati. They get great tax incentives, and they can make it look like other cities. Mm-hmm. They actually made the film about Cincinnati.
It's based here.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a nice little feel-good moment for the Nattians.
Feather in the cap. Yeah. It's kind of neat.
So he's back. Travolta is doing his thing, right? He's coming.
Is he?
Yeah, he's doing that. And he's doing that gangster.
Oh, Gotti.
He's doing a Gotti flick.
About John Gotti. Yeah. So either way, if we have more than one
James
Franco,
which maybe this is the year. Maybe last year was too soon.
Yeah, we didn't have enough base.
James Franco.
We didn't have a base yet.
We weren't ready. Maybe this is the year.
It is
that James comes on the show.
Yeah, he doesn't have to drink.
No,
he can just come and hang out.
Absolutely not.
Pimp his films.
All right, let's try to we're going to work to make that happen.
Yeah, hold on, let me call him.
All right.
No, he didn't answer. Sorry. Anyway, so if we have more than one film and like more than one decent-sized commercial, we're out of crew. That's the situation we're in. So then we have to bring in people from out of town. Like we go to Columbus, our neighbors up north, or we go to people down south, like Atlanta, huge hub right now. They're killing it.
Well, here's the thing, though. Without a sustainable long-term project like a Walking Dead, you can't sustain them once the movie goes. Because if all of a sudden a bunch of people flooded the market here in film, our market would be oversaturated as soon as a film wraps because we don't have a long-term.
No.
A lot of long-term projects. We got little commercials here and there, but not the kind of ongoing things.
Not enough to sustain what we already have. I mean, we could like 3 or 4.
We're getting there.
More of each position, pretty much. And
we're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's room to grow. No doubt. I mean, but like you said, we don't have a TV show or we don't have movies back to back to back to back to back every year.
Yet.
And we don't have real like sound stages or studios or anything like that. So, but anyway, so I did that. Then I shot a commercial.
Was that a good experience? Was it fun? Was it taxing? Did you have the resources you needed? That's one thing I want to throw out there, and not to put you on the spot with your production, but just kind of being honest about it. A lot of times, the working filmmaker, guys from anywhere America who they're a one-man band, maybe a two-man shop. They see these productions with studios like TLC, TBS, AMC, and they just think that all these productions anywhere on earth have unlimited money, unlimited resources, and to work on one of those projects would be a dream. You get everything you want, you get all the perks. You've been on a couple of those with notable studios. We won't name them, but is that the case? Is that true? Is the grass greener? Is it just a magical experience to work with these quote big shops or namesake networks?
The grass looks greener, but then you start walking in it and the paint starts coming off on your nice white shoes. No, there's always a balance. Like it's always budget. It's always about money. It's always time. Time is money. I mean, there's never enough time or money or crew in this case.
Sure.
So it's always a balancing act. It's like, what do we need to achieve first of all? And then how can we do it within said budget?
Gotcha.
That's what it's always about.
So in your typical Alex nice guy way, what you're saying is no, it's not always a best case scenario.
No.
Sometimes you are overworked. Sometimes potentially underpaid.
Oh my God.
And sometimes you're asked to do things anywhere between, skipping lunches and not having breaks and being tired and being told to do more.
Exactly. But you know what? Skipping lunches and not having breaks and being told to do more, it all just ends up on the invoice.
Yeah.
It doesn't just slide past.
Yeah.
It's like everybody knows, especially the more, I guess that's the benefit.
Does everybody know? Let me point it back to you.
Go ahead. Yeah.
You told me to spell out RFP. I'm going to spell it out for me. Should our filmmaking community, should they be charging people when they don't get a break? Is there a premium that goes with going the extra mile for the client that comes back on that invoice? Is that
absolutely
standard practice? Talk about that. What is that practice?
Absolutely. So I guess that's the main benefit of working on a larger production with more experienced people, potentially, union production, is that there are these rules, guidelines, practices that everybody knows, everybody follows, everybody expects. So big union shows, you get breaks every so often. You get a certain amount of time for a lunch break. You're held to a certain number of hours per day. If you go over the hours, you charge, overtime, time and a half, and then double time, etc. There's a meal penalty charge for, going over 6 hours or 5 hours, before you break for lunch. All those different things that, you then tack on at the end of the shoot. And they know that. So if they're, starting to go over lunch, they should the producers expect that all the crew members are going to be charging these fees. So that's the benefit. That's the main benefit. When you're working for a smaller production or somebody that doesn't do it a lot, those things tend to get negotiated. So you have to be a little more of a businessman and set those things up ahead of time.
Sure. So for those out there listening, let's say you're doing a corporate shoot, it's a talking head with the president, and you have a really demanding client. Keep in mind, if you don't get a proper lunch, if you don't get a break, don't abuse yourself. You need to come back on that invoice and go ahead and put that back in there.
Yeah.
And, let them know they need to respect you. So,
and it's never a bad thing to kind of point it out as it's happening.
Yeah.
So they're going over and be like, hey, we've been working for 6 hours now, or 5 hours, and we haven't broken for lunch. If we go any further, we're going to have to charge for this later on or whatever. Most people will be like, hey, that's fine, but, due to time constraints, we only have the president for 10 minutes. We got to get this interview. That's fine. Go ahead and charge. It's whatever. We got to get
Be upfront and clear with it.
Well, communication's key. I mean, just talk to people, you know.
Cool.
Lay it out, especially if you can lay it out way ahead of time, that's even better.
Absolutely. We actually just revisited at LeapFrame some of our essential documents. One of them is our a document called our LeapFrame production assumptions. Okay. And this is like a boilerplate PDF that we attach with every invoice or every estimate, every proposal that basically says, hey, no matter what happens, this is kind of how our production works. You get, 3 rounds of revisions, and this is what primary changes look like. These are what secondary changes look like, and these are what quality control changes look like. We have it super outlined, very specific, so that when we get into post, there's no questions. We say, hey, these are now your round 1 changes.
Yeah.
These are what are included in those. You need to be very specific. Now's the time to make big changes.
Yeah.
So that when we get later in, to round 3, where we should just be quality control, and they want to do a big story change, that's when we say that's fine, but now you're going to hit our hourly rate.
Yeah.
In post.
For sure.
So I would encourage everybody listening. This is kind of turned out to be a little tips and tricks.
It's good.
Tips and tricks episode.
This is good.
I would encourage everybody listening to have that document. Have your production assumptions already written up in a PDF that's a CYA sort of document that says, hey, this is my standard operating procedure. If you do anything different than this, that's okay, but there's a charge associated with it.
Yeah.
So,
no, that's smart. I mean, line out your fees way ahead of time. That way there's no surprises.
Nice.
Yeah.
So speaking of no surprises, it's no surprise that you are playing Pokemon right now.
I got to catch these
You
Zubats, man.
could not miss out on this, could you?
No, I could not.
And what a great, I'm imagining it's a great way to blow off some steam when you're just sitting on set waiting for some stupid decision to be made.
You got to be careful, though.
Fire up your Pokemon, you know what I mean?
If your superior, whoever that may be, if you're a PA,
depends what color
AC,
team she's on.
Whatever. I'm just saying, if your superior looks over and you're supposed to be loading a mag and you're
Pokemon
catching a Pikachu, there could be some
I think
ramifications.
Everyone makes an exception for Pikachu.
This is rare. It's hard to find.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I couldn't stay away, dude. I was a little skeptical at first. Maybe I was on the anti-team, early on, team anti-Pokemon. Then I tried it.
It's kind of fun.
It's addictive.
Yeah.
So I gotta crack it open.
My son have a good time with it.
Pop it open every time I walk around.
Yeah. Anyway,
gotta get those steps in, man.
I know, you gotta get the steps in.
It's hard to hatch those eggs.
You gotta hatch those eggs. So, not to get too, I don't want to get too into Pokemon, but I do want to stay.
I mean, we can if you want.
I do want to stay on the topic of what you've been working on, because aside from that promo piece, you've been doing some other stuff. What else have you been doing? You did a couple commercials recently, right?
Yeah, I did a big kind of musical number commercial, like along the lines of kind of a grease or something like that, to sell a consumable good product that'll be out soon. Right. I'll be able to post it. Nice. It was with another production company in town, awesome. In-town talent. But again, that's when the movies were starting up and crew was scarce. Yeah. So we're, piecing together crew and gear. I mean, Midwest Grip and Electric, our big lighting house here.
Yeah.
Grip and Lighting.
What's really our only lighting house?
MGL.
Yeah. There's a couple.
There's a couple small shops, but they're the big one. They're the main one. They're like tapped out. Yeah. Like I have a shoot coming up tomorrow, and
they're like,
they didn't even have the small fixture that I wanted, and so we had to upgrade to something bigger and make it work.
That's what happens.
You
got to work. That's what they
say. Anyway, so I did that. Did the promo piece for TV for the movie. I did a few smaller things. I got this movie coming up.
Yeah, what's the movie?
Crazy. I'm doing a feature in Louisville.
Really?
Yeah. Which
I didn't know this.
Yeah, I thought we talked about this.
I don't think we talked about this.
All right. Well, here's another.
A feature?
Feature.
All right.
Not shooting it.
Okay.
I'm B camera operator
All right.
on a feature film in Louisville, Kentucky, with some name talent that I can't spit out. I can't tell you the name of it. I can tell you it's a horror thriller kind of a thing. But I'm the B camera operator starting Sunday.
How many days?
24.
Wow.
It goes through August 31st.
Wow. So are you going to are you on a hiatus on the show?
It shoots Sunday through Thursday.
Okay.
So I could theoretically record Fridays. So that's something I needed to talk to you about.
So are you driving down every day?
No, they're putting me up down there. But I have 6 days currently, 6 to 8 days of commercial work up here.
Yeah.
And in other cities.
Man, you were going hard.
So what's going to happen is I start on Sunday. I go through Thursday. I have a project back here on Friday. Then I drive back down on Sunday. Drive back up here next Tuesday. Have 3 days of work. Then I drive back to Louisville. Shoot for however many, like a week and a half.
So they were able to make exceptions for your work.
Exactly.
That was cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah,
so,
that's where we left off, because you were telling me about the opportunity, but then you said you didn't know if they were going to make it work for you.
They were able to make it work. The director and DP, so the director, once this is done, I can tell you all about it, but the director operates every once in a while. The DP can operate as well. So they're going to just fill in the 6 days that I'm gone with them instead of hiring another guy.
Sure.
So kind of neat, yeah. But it's really cool. The DP is he shot projects that you would know. He's an ASC dude, American Society of Cinematographers, like big deal. Really nice guy. We had a nice chat on the phone. It's gonna be a fun project. Yeah.
So was that just a cold call, or what was the?
No, it's actually.
Did you find out the connection? Or?
Here's where your network is huge. So I just got a Facebook message from an acquaintance that I'd worked on a movie with in Kentucky years and years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And he's hit me up and was like, hey, my buddy's doing this film. They're in need of a B cam op. Here's his information. Contact him. Say what's up. So I contact him. He's like, all right, well, hold on. Let us figure out our needs first. I was like, all right, well, this may not happen. It's either way. It's all good. A few days later, send me an email. He's like, yeah, we want you. Here's the production coordinator. Here's whatever. And then I got on the phone with the DP. He okayed it. Producer okayed it. Talked through all the fees, charges, travel, all that stuff. So
done.
Yeah,
Sweet,
done deal,
man.
But yeah, I'll be down there for like a month. Yeah,
man, I like it. There's good bourbon down there.
I hear that in Kentucky.
Yeah, there's all sorts of bourbon. Well, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you that you're busy and jamming and things are going and
trying to keep it there. Just don't book anything until after August.
Yeah. Okay. So
at least no big stuff.
Yeah. So you have a B cam, and now I need a B cam.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's kind of nuts, man.
That's fun. Cool, man.
So we'll see how that goes, but
cheers.
I believe
Cheers to things happening.
We
had a great project with the UC, and that's getting some buzz for us, and you're being booked like crazy. This is good things, man.
It's nuts.
The podcast is still rolling.
It's got to keep going,
man.
So also within that time, I've got all those feature days booked. I've got the 6 days of commercial booked, and then I've got 3 music videos that we're trying to do with Brad Gall.
Man.
So it's
crazy times.
It's all going down.
That's awesome. So you haven't had time to watch anything?
I watched Stranger Things.
Oh, dude, don't say anything. It's on my queue. I've heard nothing but great things.
You haven't watched it yet?
Not yet.
Why?
We finished up Bloodline.
Oh, season 2?
Which is awesome.
See, I haven't...
Oh, it's great.
I haven't even finished season 1
Season
yet.
2 is great. So we've been watching that, and the next series we're going to knock out season 2 of Mr. Robot.
And I still haven't started that either.
And then I think I'm going Stranger Things.
You got to watch Stranger Things.
I know. I hear it's good.
It's unbelievable.
So I've got something cool to share.
What, did you just catch something really cool on Pokemon?
No, but I have kind of a ritual I do every morning where I use Flipbook or Flipboard.
Yeah, with all your stories.
And I subscribe to a bunch of different feeds.
Yeah.
So whenever I see anything, I kind of save it. I came across something this morning that was a game changer, I think.
Strong word.
Game changer.
It's a big word.
Yeah.
What is it?
Have you heard of Sin Sift?
Sin Shift?
CINESIFT.
Sift.
It's awesome.
No, what is that?
It is it's a search for films.
Yeah.
And it basically solves all your problems from what movie to watch. It searches an aggregate and gives you a combined score from Rotten Tomatoes, audience rating, IMDb, Letterboxd, and Metascore.
Whoa.
Averages them together
Yeah.
to give you the combined score. So, for instance, The Godfather is a 96.
Yeah.
And so Rotten Tomatoes was 99, audience was 98, 9.2 IMDb, Letterboxd 992, Metascore 100. But what's cool is you can go to the filter and set just Amazon Prime and just Netflix. So if you subscribe, it searches just on those. You can say US, pick your genre. So you can say, I only want to do adventure tonight.
Yeah.
And then you could say, I want a minimum of 50 critics, and I don't want anything except for the years from 1970 to 2016.
Wow.
And you can hit search, and it's going to pull up for you in order of the highest to lowest score. So highest score in that range for adventure, with the highest aggregate score would be The Princess Bride at 86.
Man.
And you go down, 85, Touching the Void, so on and so forth. So you can just dial it up and say, okay, I want to watch comedy.
But it takes the guesswork out of what's available.
Yeah, so you're like, I want to watch a comedy, but I want to watch a throwback comedy. So I'm going to go from, say, 1959 to 1988. I'm going to dial that up, and let's see here. I can add on one other thing. I'm going to do a combined rating. I want my minimum combined rating to be an 81 to 100.
Pretty
so this
high.
thing's going to be legitimate.
Yeah.
And sure enough, Princess Bride is at the top with 86, but then next is Airplane with an 85.
Sweet.
So pretty cool little app. It's not an app you download. It's just a web app that's online. Go to CineSift, SineSift.
CINE, right?
CineSift.com.
So that's what the bourbon does. It mixes the letters up, and you don't even know it's happening.
So there you go. So you're welcome, everybody. If you did not know, now you know.
Dude, that's awesome.
I didn't know until this morning. So it's pretty badass.
That's gonna make choosing things a lot easier. Because we're always
I think so.
I'm always like, I want to watch, like you said, good comedy.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
The only thing that
it's not available on Netflix.
The only thing that I think would make it better is they need to add Hulu, they need to add HBO, they need to have everything in there so you can just be like, hey, I already subscribed to these, I don't have to pay for it.
There's probably some rights issue thing.
Sure. Yeah. But so that was pretty cool. So anyway, that getting back to what we're watching. So what is it you love about
Stranger Things?
About Stranger Things? Besides Winona Ryder. I hear she's awesome.
Dude, she's great. No, it's just everything is really well done.
She steals the show.
No, she does not.
No, you get it?
I get it, yeah, because she's a thief.
Yeah, she stole the jewelry or something.
It's like underwear. It was like something that she could obviously afford.
Yeah, sure.
No, she's great in there. But no, it's just really well done. It feels like everything that you remember from those type of movies from back in the day.
Yeah.
The like E.T.s, the Goonies, all those types.
I know, I can't wait.
Oh, it's so
I hear it's got a lot of throwback like framings and like shots, like references.
Oh, there's a whole site.
It shows the references.
Pull it up right now, but yeah, it shows the frames next to each other. And it's like identical.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're
I can't wait.
Homages.
Oh, can you give us give the listeners just a quick what it's about without giving it away?
Sure. So, group of kids. Nerdy kids that aren't exactly the most popular kids in school.
Sure.
Something happens. Yep. One of their friends goes missing.
Yep.
And it's all about them uncovering the mystery surrounding their friend's disappearance and their newfound interesting friend.
Nice. So excited.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see that one.
But sci-fi, a little bit of horror.
Little tease.
And some action adventure. So
speaking of sci-fi with a little bit of horror, have you seen the new M. Night trailer?
Looks really good.
Oh man,
I think he's back.
Oh, man. He might be back in a big way. I feel like James McAvoy's gonna. I'm gonna call it now on FDB. He gets the Oscar for Best Actor. I'm gonna call it right now.
Really? So
it's in the history books. I called it right now. This guy. Here's why I say this.
Yeah. I was to say, explain it for anybody that hasn't seen the trailer.
Here's why I think he's going to. So basically, the trailer is for the new film by M. Night,
Split,
called Split, and James McAvoy plays a guy with multiple personality disorder.
23.
23, unprecedented case. And the trailer opens up with 3 girls being kidnapped, but they're not yet being harmed. And they are now dealing with this person's multiple personalities. And here's why I think I'm going to call it early. A, he's a great actor. 2, I watched Filth. If you haven't seen Filth, I think you'll really fall in love with this guy.
That's not the Boyle one, is it? No.
No, it's called Filth. It's great. It's a horrible film. Like, no child nor adult should ever really watch it. It's filthy.
Gotcha.
But it's great. He's great. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
And I think that whenever you take an actor and in a single film or show, they play more than one character, and they do it compelling, and you are able to watch their bodies and their jaws and their language and their vocal range conform. I think that when you do it well, which I know he's going to do well, and even in the trailer you can see it.
That's fantastic.
I think that is precedent enough for a nomination, and I'm going to call it now.
He's going to take it?
He's taking it.
I mean,
that's a bold move. I'm calling it early.
That's huge. That's I'm not going to go against you there. Just for anyone that hasn't seen the trailer, this is how interesting it is. He goes from playing like a 9-year-old with some autistic kind of disorders
to a woman
to a like psychotic killer.
Yes,
it's crazy. You just got to go watch it. We got to post that here. I'll do it right now.
Yeah, it's cool. So
I'll post it on Slack.
So that's I'm excited about to see that. I want to see this new Scientology documentary. Have you seen that? The Louis Theroux
Going
he
clear?
made? No, it's called. It's just a new one. It's a little more wacky. The guy who defected, who was Miscavige's right hand man, the enforcer.
Oh yeah.
He is like he's the guy who he's basically telling his story. And what they do is it's kind of like these new postmodern documentaries where they actually in the documentary they like reenact and make. It's basically a movie about making a movie.
Yeah.
So they reenact and shoot scenes that were real life scenes reenacted by an actor of how Miscavige acted in situations that are like supposedly pretty intense. And then in the trailer, the dude's like, "Did he actually say those things?" And the one guy was like, "Yeah." God. He was like, every time he would say those things. So it seems pretty intense.
Okay. Where is it out? It's not out yet?
No.
Huh.
So that's interesting. I tagged that one. And then here's one that you'll be. I think you'll be surprised because I'm not typically a sci-fi guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I like sci-fi. I just don't like Star Trek.
Yeah,
but I like Ex
stuff.
Machina.
Yeah, you like
future
contemporary,
sci-fi,
like real.
But I'm intrigued by Luc Besson's new film. Besson's new film.
Besson, which one?
Yeah, Valerian. Basically, the headline on one of my feeds says, "Looks like the fifth element to the fifth power."
What?
Yeah. So, and the Fifth Element's great. How do you not like that?
Valerian.
Yeah.
Looks like fifth.
So, it'll be interesting.
Hold on. Let me.
So, I tagged that one as one to watch. And then the other sci-fi is the guy, evidently the guy from Ex Machina has got a new film coming, and everybody's saying it's pretty rowdy.
Interesting.
So
he's good. Alex.
And he's got a budget, I think.
Alex something.
Yeah.
What's his last name?
It says, director Alex Garland's next film is going to be insanely gorgeous.
Ooh. Wonder who, does it say who's shooting it?
I don't know.
Rob Hardy again, maybe?
Yeah.
Nice.
Looks like it, yeah.
They teamed up again.
Looks like it's going to happen.
That's really solid.
So, pretty cool. Pretty interesting things that are happening.
I think he's
excited about.
Great director. Great writer. Oh, pretty cool. You
I
know,
think it's called Annihilation.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's sci-fi again. He's big into sci-fi.
I don't know.
You know one movie I didn't see recently that I wanted to see?
What's that?
Was Midnight Express. Is that what it was called?
I don't know. Who's in it?
The sci-fi movie with, the guy from The Thing, remember? You know, The Deal and the guy from the stuff?
I'm not sure.
Midnight Express. Here's the benefit
I got that one.
of a smartphone.
Yeah, we can just look it up.
Yeah, we can do this. Right here we go. No, not Midnight Express. What is it?
I don't know, dude. You got me lost.
Midnight Special. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Midnight Special. Boom. 2016 sci-fi film with Michael Shannon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Jeff Nichols, that director.
Yeah.
He did Mud, Take Shelter.
Yeah.
Just fantastic. But this movie supposedly is kind of like Stranger Things along that kind of line.
Cool.
Like a kid with special powers.
Gotcha.
Sci-fi horror kind of deal.
What about, have you heard Idris might make his directorial debut?
As Bond?
No. It's evidently a film potentially called Yardy.
Yardy?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Good for him.
He's the man, dude. I like him a lot.
He kind of is.
So that's fun. Anything else? Anything else you're watching? We're watching, what else? I'm trying to think if we watched anything recently.
I haven't really been watching a lot, man. It's been some HGTV.
Yeah.
Because we're getting some stuff done around the house, so.
Awesome. So you moved in, feeling good at the house?
We still have like a load or two to do tonight from the old house. We have to be out. Today is the 28th of July. We have to be out August 6th. And I'm on the movie until August 31st. So it's got to get done kind of tonight and Saturday.
Yeah, it's happening.
Because I have a shoot tomorrow.
Cool.
But what are you excited about?
Well,
anything?
I am excited about just sort of this next phase. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like recently, you know, to use a Pokemon reference, I feel like we've evolved.
You've evolved?
You know, I feel like we've leveled up, you know, our XP.
And you got Stardust left to spare, man.
And we've evolved a little bit. And I just feel like the company and sort of my work as a director and just relationships we have, I feel like it's evolving to sort of a new realm, which is exciting.
Would you say you're like a Jigglypuff now?
No, I wouldn't say that. But I do think that it's exciting to, we're starting to get more sought after now. Yeah. So it's less about us trying to find people.
Yeah. And
it's a nice balance of, you know, obviously we're still out there hustling. I'm still making the calls. I'm still doing the lunches and all that stuff, buying drinks. But now we are also getting, you know, reputable brands.
You're fighting for the big stuff.
Reputable brands are reaching out to us.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
You're in the big leagues.
I don't know about that. I'm not quite
like AAA.
Alex Elkins big.
Oh,
one day.
Yeah, right, man.
One day I'll get there.
I'm not big.
So
I'm B-op on a
But
feature.
I'll tell you, one of the thing I'm most excited about is watching our film community grow, the Slack group. If you're not already connected, go to ftbpodcast.com. That's right, you got it. Or check us out at FTB Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, or the other social medias out there. And look for the Slack sign, click on the links, figure it out. You're smart enough. I trust you. Send us a link with your demo reel and stuff. We'll verify you're an actual filmmaker, and then we'll welcome you into our community. We're like close to 60 people now.
That's kind of nuts.
It's pretty awesome. It's cool, and it's a slow growing community. I mean, you're not going to get on there and be blown away right away with all of the interaction, but it's a cool place. People post, you know, demos and reels, and they're asking questions, and other people jump in with answers.
Good critique and feedback. I mean, it's a trustworthy group.
It is a trustworthy group, and like I think it's a quality group. We've
even had, you know, one of the guys I invited to the group, Zach Dalton. He dropped the link to his film that's in festival now that he can't put out publicly in our group because it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to violate festival rules.
Right.
He just wanted honest feedback and critique, which is neat. Like, you can do that here.
Yes.
You know, you can post your demo reel and say, hey, what can I do better?
Absolutely. So check that out. Hop on. We'd love to have you come join the community. So that's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what was great? We got some great feedback last week. People really liked the VHS mystery box.
Yeah, I know. I'm sad I missed that episode.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, that and Bulleit. I missed like two great ones.
Yeah, but the mystery box was fun. And so JP has since, you know, caught up with me. He was watching Clute, which has a young Sutherland. Really? Is Donald Sutherland's in it? It's
probably
like,
already up to like over 70 movies now.
Yeah, he's jamming. It's pretty fun. So it's pretty cool, man. We're you know, just good things are happening in life. Bought a new mower. Excited about. That's probably the thing I'm most excited about right now.
What'd you get?
You trying to match up my mower with your mower?
What'd you get?
Well, I went with the.
What'd you get? Husqvarna?
I went with the. No, that's minor leagues. I went with the big boy.
What?
I went with the Honda HVX.
Honda.
Oh yeah.
Honda.
Oh, Versa. I got a 4-in-1 Versa cut system.
I don't know what that means.
Rear wheel drive, big wheel, self-propelled. This thing's so fast. I had to adjust the throttle to slow it down.
Wow.
You could basically ride on it. It's a push mower that you can ride on.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Rideable push mower.
Yeah, and I got bag blending going on where I can
you're like a grass
mulch. I can
connoisseur now?
I can choose to mulch only half, and then bag the other half. So it cuts down from me having to empty the bag. I can basically cut the whole lawn now and empty the bag once.
Would you say it's like a small batch lawn care?
It's awesome. I'm telling you, man, it's great.
Handcrafted small batch bag system.
I did look at the Husqvarnas though.
They're nice.
They're not bad. Here's the difference, and this is probably why I couldn't go with it.
All-wheel drive's a distant difference.
No, I'm not short. And I checked all tall people. This is the thing.
Oh, no, you're right.
If you Google tall lawnmowers for tall people, you will see this is a problem in the world. There should be a company could make lawnmowers just for tall people and do really well because it's a common problem. And because what happens is if the handle's too low, it hurts our lower backs as being tall guys.
Yep. But if you tilt it up too much, then your feet are running into the mower.
Yeah, but
there's issues.
It's not about tilting that much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's all I'm saying.
So the Honda that I got has 3 adjustments on the handle height.
Yeah.
Not 2, 3. It's the next level.
It's a little bit too extreme.
Yeah, I had to call and ask my wife for financial approval.
It was that much?
I mean, it's not cheap.
Good.
And I was like, honey, do you want me to have lower back problems?
You're like, Nash doesn't need to go to college, right?
Yeah.
We can just buy his mower. Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it's one hell of a mower.
That's funny. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you got a decent-sized yard.
Yeah, I mean, it's a yard.
Yeah.
You know.
So you just ride your push mower around.
Yeah. What about you? What are you excited about?
Well, I just got a new mower as well.
The episode title is something to do with the mowers.
Yeah. Grass cuts and one-ups?
Lawnmower man. Lawnmower man's.
Oh, man's. Oh, Jesus.
That might stick. That was pretty good.
That's funny. Now, what am I excited about? I'm just excited for the work. I mean, it's the freelance life.
You sounded so drunk right there. You were like, I'm just excited for the work.
Thank you for hiring me.
I love the work.
Thank you for the business. Now, it's this kind of lifestyle, like you got to take it while it's here. You got to just absorb it, suck up as much as you can because, come November through February, it's going to be dead. And you know that every freaking year. So I just got to take it. I got to take it all while it's here.
Yeah. Dude, I forgot one last thing I'm super excited about.
What?
The Get Down. Comes out August 12th on Netflix. It's all about 70s, the birth of hip-hop.
Huh.
So excited.
That's kind of cool.
The Get Down.
It's kind of preceding the movie that's filming in Cincinnati right now.
Actually, yes, it would be preceding.
Yeah. By the way, are we allowed to talk about what's going on in the studio?
I don't think we can.
Okay.
No.
Gotcha. Just know.
There is a film being shot.
No, you can't even say that.
Yeah, I can say that.
No, you can't.
Why?
Because.
No?
Secret.
You're right. It's not a film. It's not a film.
No, there's nothing. There's something happening somewhere.
Nothing is being shot anywhere.
Ever.
Nor
should we, nor would we comment should we were able to.
So anyways, but I do want to say the other thing I'm excited about is the fact that this Bulleit Rye is really tasty.
It is.
It's been good to us all show. And
adult candy.
Yeah, it is. And they've been good to us all month.
They have.
We've had the...
have they? I don't know. I haven't been here. I don't know.
Yeah, we've had the barrel strength, the 10-year. I gave Bart the 10-year. Did that go down well? The barrel strength went good? It was like an anniversary thing, right?
Thumbs up.
Bart was having a birthday or an anniversary with his lady. What? Birthday? Birthday. He's had a birthday thing going on. So I said, Bart, you need to celebrate. Take this bourbon. So
that's where it went. I wanted that.
And so we got the Rye and the Frontier. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Bulleit Bourbon. You guys have been great. Doug was great on the show. If you have not had a chance to listen, go back and listen to the episode called Master of Whiskey. Very knowledgeable, very interesting, really exciting stuff. We got some cool bourbons lined up as well. I got to confirm next month to make sure it's still going to happen, but we've got some cool bourbons we're going to be tasting and drinking, so that's awesome. The other thing that's so much fun... I love that you said
tasting and drinking.
Yeah, Well, there's a difference. Like, you can swig something, that's a drink. If you taste it, you breathe it, you do that whole thing. The quote, air quote, tasting the bourbon. And then there's just drinking bourbon.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
I like to drink it while I taste it.
Sipping on bourbon.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. If you have not had a chance to try out all of the Bulleit brands, try them out. They're tasty. The other thing to point out is Timba Bags.
Timba.
They have been supporting us all month. You heard at the beginning of the show. The show is brought to you by Timba. They're all about creating bags for you to pack your film and photography gear.
It's quality stuff. Heavy duty.
Absolutely. And we are about to give away, not today, but at the end of the month, the very end of the month, we will on Instagram draw the names that are entered from the hat.
For the backpack.
It's like a $350, $400 backpack.
Oh, it's great.
HDSLR backpack, which is going to be badass.
But it doesn't have to be just for an HDSLR.
No, you can put bourbon in it.
Black Magic or bourbon.
Yeah.
You can put bourbon.
Bourbon bag.
Bourbon backpack.
Yeah, it can do a lot of things. And so, as always, it's a simple way to enter. How do you do it, Alex?
You go to Twitter and you mention at FTB Podcast.
Yep.
Which is us.
That's us.
At Tenba Bag?
Yeah, that's it.
Is it Tenba Bag?
Bags.
Tenba Bags.
Tenba Bags.
And use the hashtag.
TENBAGS.
Yeah, like 10, the number 10.
Tenba
Bags.
Bags.
So Tenba GS.
Yep. You got it.
And then what's the hashtag?
It's a FDB giveaway.
It is.
Which is funny because there was a purse company that gave away bags.
Initially, yeah.
And now we're giving away a bag.
Yeah.
Who knows? Somebody might end up with a designer purse.
That'd be funny. You can still put a camera in it, though.
Absolutely. So that's a lot of fun. So please enter to win that. We love hooking you guys up out there with cool stuff from the film community. And we've got great vendors coming up for next month's show as well. It's going to be Benro tripods and heads.
Yeah.
We're actually giving away, I think, a pretty rad
full kit
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to wait to see. We got to get confirmation on that.
Yeah, it's going to. No, it's happening. So
I know, just wait.
So that's pretty cool. And it's just a lot of fun. And that's all I got, man. That's all I got today.
I kind of don't have too much more either.
So
join the Slack group. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
You know, join the conversation. It's kind of fun.
And we appreciate, as always, you guys listening. And we want to make the ask once again. You guys have been doing great. We had some recent ratings as well. We are like 2 ratings away from being 60, having 60 ratings. So if you have
We're talking about iTunes, by the way.
Yeah. On iTunes. If you had not had the opportunity on iTunes to rate and review our podcast, Filmmakers Drinking Bourbon, we would really, really appreciate it. Now, some of you might say, I don't really have time, or why would I want to do that?
It doesn't take long.
Or what does it matter? Well, here's the thing. When we do well, you do well. Okay? When we first started this thing, nobody knew about us, and we were trying to get a listening audience. You know, we've grown enough. We've been to NAB show. We've built lots of relationships, and now we're giving away things that are worth $300 and $500. Yeah. Like, this is no joke. We're not giving away just a T-shirt. We're giving away real gear. And we're able to do that because we've been able to build this listenership. So the reason we build the listenership is because people find out about us, and they find out about us when you rate and review us. And then iTunes says, hey, these guys are doing something worth noting. They bump us up in the ratings. They might feature us.
That's why initially we were new and noteworthy, because we had such a fast growth.
Exactly. So we really want to ask all you guys out there and gals listening to please go to iTunes, search for Filmmakers Drinking Bourbon, click on that rate and review. We'd love a 5-star with a nice little write-up about how you like the show, why you like the show.
You can even have a glass of bourbon while you write that.
Drink some bourbon while you do it. That's fine. But we'd appreciate that. That'll help the show out, and as always, get it to the people. So it's been a good time.
Yeah, good catching up.
Good catching up, buddy.
I know.
So
finally,
next week you may or may not be here.
We're gonna figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out.
Either way,
good seeing you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This podcast was recorded live at Sound Images Studio. Find out more at soundimages.com.